What's up, guys? My name is Joel. This is Sanitation School. And today I want to talk about what it looks like to work as a garbage truck driver. So, the thing about this job is that you have to wake up early. Now, depending on what kind of line of work that you do, whether it be roll off, residential, commercial, usually commercial goes in the earliest. You're looking about depending on who your employers are. You could be looking at 2:45 a.m., 4 o'clock a.m., 3, 5. It really just depends on who your employer is. With residential and with roll off, it's usually like about 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. That's usually the time that you go in. So yeah, this job requires that you wake up early. And so if you're not a morning person, if you don't really like to wake up early, you're probably going to have trouble with this job because you start early in the morning. And the earlier you start, it could be that the earlier you get off. Sometimes that's true, sometimes that's not true, depending on the load of work that you have for that day, which depends on your employer too. So you clock into your work, and on some days we have safety meetings, which can last about 20 minutes, sometimes 30 minutes. There's days that we have safety meetings, other days we don't. On the days that we don't, we clock in, we go straight to our truck, and we do our pre-trip. Once we do our pre-trip, our supervisor checks off, and we either wait at a certain time to leave, or we wait until everybody is ready to leave and everybody leaves at the same time, depending on who your employer is again. Now, this is the awesome thing about the job, is that, let's say you do 10 hours. Let's say you do 10-hour shifts, and you got a route. Here's the thing. Just because you have 10 hours for the whole day, it does not mean that the route is that long. On some days, the route is long. On some days, the route is short. On those days that it's short, you could be working for like 5 hours, and then you complete the route. You call your supervisor to see if anybody needs help. And if they need help, well, then you go help them. And if nobody needs help, well, then you go to the landfill, or you go where you have to go to unload, and you go there. And if that's all there is for the end of the day, that's all there is for the end of the day. Meaning, in this industry, you could be getting paid the 10 hours a day and not actually be working the 10 hours a day. Some guys, they only do 6 hours a day, 8 hours a day, just depending on the route and the situation. What this also means is that sometimes, depending on the company, like I said, sometimes there's no formal lunch break. It really just is take a break whenever you want to, eat tacos whenever you want to, breakfast, lunch, whatever. As long as you finish your route, that's all what your bosses care about. Again, this goes based off of who your employer is. Some employers monitor how long you take breaks. Some of them do not monitor how long you take breaks. You just really have to know who your employer is. So that's one of the cool things about this job, is that the work depends upon how many customers actually put their carts out. The more customers, the longer the route. The less customers put their card out, the shorter the route is going to be and the easier it's going to be for that day. And if there's nothing else to do, well, then there's nothing else to do. And some employers will just tell you to, okay, that's it. You're done for the day. Your route was about 7 hours. Leaving to the route, picking up the trash, going to the landfill, dumping it, fueling up the truck, doing your post strip, and that's it. Got paid 10 hours to do a 7-hour job. That's only if the route is short. If the route is longer, well then yeah, you're going to be there. And it's usually not 10 hours. It could be 11, 12, always depending upon your employer. If you work for a municipality, then they might not allow you to leave. What they'll do is they'll just tell you to stay at the yard until it's time to clock out. And that's it. You go home and you call it a day. With that being said, guys, I hope you like this video. I hope you mind me just chilling on my bed. I'm feeling just feeling like a little bit more relaxing and whatnot. But anyways, like and hit the subscribe button. If you like this video, comment something. If you have any comments, go ahead and throw them down. We'll see you next time, all right? Take care.